Okay, guys, it's been a really long week. It really has. A lot to do to bring this 86cc 372 to fruition. New word there. Um, in 6 weeks, from concept, from an idea to a prototype that will run, and then do a second one to get it to run better, still unported. And then a third one, ported with all bells and whistles, knowing exactly what we're doing. Took three attempts in stages. I knew not to do this all at one shot. I was going to have all kinds of trouble. I wouldn't know where I was at, is what it was. This is for Buckin Billy for his trip to Ohio, to the Paul Bunyan show. So we wanted something that was kind of fun for him to run. That's what we wanted. And it is. No, I'm not going to show you guys on video. I'm going to let Buckin show you the first time. And yes, it performs very nicely. There's no bugs to it. It idles, starts well. A little stiff, I got to admit that. It's a lot to pull over. It really is. The amount of work to do one of these from just an idea in 6 weeks, you just can't comprehend how much has to be thought about. I want this to not just run and be a play saw. I'm building a logging saw. That means it's got to run. It's got to run every time, day in, day out. Things have to fit. As you know, we used the 55 millimeter bore husky 390 cylinder. Okay. I haven't showed you the fitment or anything yet because there was still things to do. But I will now. I'll show you how things are, how they go together. In the event one of you crazy guys out there decide you're going to try to follow my idea. This is not easy. It's not up front. It's more than worth it. Trust me, it's more than worth it. I especially want to thank Ryan at Wolf Creek Saw Shop for everything he's done to make this saw possible and the many builds that you're going to see in the future. He's been sending me parts at just an astronomical amount. Yeah, I'm really tired. I am. And without him helping me, you and I, can't learn how to do this stuff, because I will promise you, you break a few eggs if you want a really good omelet. That's just the way it is. And things don't always go according to plan, do they? Actually, my first cylinder that I did, after that I had it where it would fit, I dropped the darn thing on the floor and broke an ear off around one of the mounting screws. Today, it's just about getting things cleaned up. Yeah, there's some sheer butchery involved, guys. So let's make butchery pretty. First thing, as you see, build a key to the bush muffler. Okay, because of the increased CCs, what the tubing size I normally use was not going to be large enough. I needed more volume in it. I might as well show you a few things that I was thinking and what I did about them in that area. I'm going to show you the breakdown of what it took to get this saw exactly like I wanted it. At first, I couldn't run it only with a 395 carburetor. That's what it wanted. And I didn't have all three of these saws had the same problem, including this one. It just was fussy on that bottom end. I could not get that where it was a perfect idle. I'm blaming it on such a large bore compared to the stroke. That's what I was blaming it on. Cylinder filling is hugely important in a saw, especially these prototypes. They'll give you fits, won't they, Joe? I want to thank Dino Joe for everything he's done for these builds for our future. He's done not one, but 2 cylinders. Sleeved them, to 56 millimeter. Yes, he did. Excellent work. I've showed the cylinders. I think I have one laying right here still, maybe. Or maybe I put it away. But we had to get this. We had to get this one wrapped up as a 55 millimeter bore. That's plenty. Believe me, it really is. But we're not stopping here. We're going all the way to 94 cc's with these, all the way. But we have to make sure this is good first, and then go to the next step. You don't climb a ladder by jumping right to the top. You go one rung at a time. I'm just telling you, when you start figuring things out that aren't done before, it's one rung at a time. Okay, so I'm going to bring you around, and I'll show you what I ended up with. I've got a 372 HD12 on this, running brilliantly. When I first started with this, no scar. So here's where we're at. Okay, HD12. Okay, I have the air horn for the low top because we are running the OEM low topped filter with the X-Torque top cover. It's taller, so it covers the cylinder. Yes, if you're going to Paul Bunyan, you will see this saw in action. But here's the important features. Everything is tucked in where it belongs. Carburetor's locked in. That's the last thing I ever do when I've run a saw, is get that locked in so you don't risk breaking the tab. The choke rubber is there, so that doesn't vibrate. I have everything as far as the fuel and the vacuum line to run your fuel pump in place. This is a 390 boot, okay? This is one of those aluminum Farmer Tech throttle cable holders. I don't use the plastic on these because these really work the best. They don't warp, okay? That's one thing that's important. Them plastic ones, they'll bow up right here, and it's planned obsolescence. It'll get an air leak, burn your saw up. Fitment was great. I had to rebore the holes in a 390 cylinder all the way around to be able to get it to mount. I had to relieve the case. Okay, most importantly, you can see that tube right here. That's pretty big. It really is. Okay. I think that's the 1.25 inches. I had the trim. I didn't have the X-Torque handle. I had to trim a regular XP so it would clear. Okay. Now, black tape where that rubs. It's an awesome thing. Really is. So, here we are. And now something that happens when you're putting a much bigger cylinder physically on a saw like this, and it's taller, you have to do terrible things. This is a brand new Husqvarna X-Torque top cover. Lumberjackson, my buddy Chad. Remember, we built him a 372 and he's in love with it. Well, that's awesome. I'm really happy. He purchased this, mailed it to us for this build for Buck and Billy. See, there's many hands in this. It isn't just me. It's you guys, too. You guys help make this channel. Okay? Straight away. You help make this channel. Okay. Here's what I had to cut. There's an inside rib. That's got to go. Right here. See that? That one had to go. Had to cut right here. Had to cut that out so they cleared that cylinder. All right. On top, sheer butchery. That's only for the spark plug wire. Okay. It went in there kind of like the stock position, you know how tight they already are. this was even worse. I didn't want this pressing that spark plug wire against that cylinder because that'll make it fail. So I had to cut the crap out of that. So the next thing that has to be done is I have to clean that up. Get my little rotary tool here. Get just a little bit of that Now I've got it down to just some hairs. And I'll just take a little file here. I don't care if it's perfect. Okay. I will start this for you. That's one thing I will do. I will start it. I'm not putting the little rubber guide on for your screwdriver onto that carburetor. I hate the darn things. They're always seemed like I have more trouble than they're worth. I want to see them screws so when I get my screwdriver in there, I know it's fitting. I have a little cleaning here. In fact, this is basically what I'm doing is cleaning it up for assembly. So you bear with me just a minute here, guys. I'm really excited to see Buckin run this saw. I understand Nick Pixel. Hi, Nick. How you been? Might get his hands on this too. Awesome. Nick, I think you're going to enjoy what can be done as a work saw. I'm not saying hot saw cookie cutter. This is a work saw. There's a difference. There really is. Now, for fitment, I will tell you, fitment is everything. Spend your time, guys, when you're doing something that probably shouldn't be done. Spend your time with your fitment of everything. Okay, see that cover? You can see that just flopped right on there. You take the time to make sure you got it that way. The difference, I like the older screws in these X-Torque covers better because they kind of went to that T27 Torx. You have a straight screwdriver slot also, but it used to be the Allens. Well, Torx was always a steel thing, and the Allens was always a husky thing. I didn't put the stickers on this saw till I knew that I'd run this thing logging. When I knew that, they get stickers. If I don't have stickers on it yet, I'm not positive. Well, I'm positive, but I want to be absolutely sure. Okay, so I got that. Now, getting this on is a bit of a trick because of the X-Torque cover. So probably the best thing I can do is bring your guys right over here, let you watch me fight with this, and you're going to get a kick out of it. If Buckin's watching, this will show you how this goes on, Buckin. I would have to make notches here because this cover is taller than the air horn. None of these parts were designed to go together. It isn't just the cylinder. It's the top cover, the air cleaner cover, the air cleaner. And to try to get everything to fit in stock locations. Okay, so what you got to do, you kind of got to get that started at a little bit of an angle. Right there. And at the same time you're shoving down, now I had trouble with this the first time. See, now I got them clips past that cover, all right? Just snap them. That's all you got to do. It's not that big a deal. Now, isn't it interesting how nice that cover goes in there? That's rather what I thought, too. Now, thank God, this is the only piece of this saw that I didn't butcher terribly. But I had to just a little bit. You see that? See that little notch right there? That goes right here. Okay. Now I'm going to move this camera and shake you guys around a bit. And let me get that little burr off. I just hate that stuff. Just give me a minute. Okay, that looks a little better. See that little notch? That's for that spark plug. So, this is kind of like putting a 429 Cobra Jet in a freaking Pinto station wagon. And yes, I've done that before. The car was worthless, but I'm going to tell you what, it sure was a lot of fun to go 50 feet with. Okay. Got a little hairy thing there I don't like the looks of. But I'm good there. Okay. So, knowing that we have all these strange parts that are not designed to be fit together in this friggin' saw, and it actually fits that nice. Chain brake. Chain brake clears the top cover. See that? So you can use an XP chain brake on an X-Torque top cover if you have to. But you got to trim it. Okay? So when I trimmed it, it let me do, see that? It goes right over nice. Oh my goodness sakes. I'm telling you what, I got a bunch of stuff to do before Sawfest. I got Kevin Z's 046. I got to get that ported. Building a freaking saw at 046 for a drawing out Sawfest. Pretty excited about that. One of you guys is going to get one of my 046 builds, and I'm really happy about it. I really am. Just put your dollars in a jar. That's all you're going to have to do. Okay, the fitment of the muffler. When you build mufflers, make sure they clear that chain brake. Okay, make sure they clear your chain. If you do a side pipe, make sure that it clears your chain brake. And always think about fitment. It's so important. It really is. I guess I'm ready to keep right on cleaning, ain't I? Got any questions? Leave them in the comments. I'll do my very best to answer them. I have been having a lot of trouble with my email. Again, I learned every time my tablet gets an update, it messes me up. Yes, it's an Apple. But I think they're trying to update the damn thing. And then nothing I can do to get it to work, and it just starts working like it has to figure something out. It gets extremely old. It really does. When you're shipping saws, dump your gas, your bar oil out. Rinse your bar oil tank out with gas. Or brake clean, anything you want. Blow it out good. If you don't have a way to blow it out, leave the caps off overnight. Let it vent, okay? You make sure that's clean. Stuff a paper towel in each tank. Put the lid on. All this crap in the side cover, get rid of it. Clean that. Do a good job. Then put it in a really good quality garbage bag and seal that up good, okay? and obviously pack it. For your dogs, you got these big dogs, find some heavy foam to put on them, or take them off. Put a piece of tape on them, put them in a bag or something. A lot of times it's better off just take them off. You'll end up fitting it in a smaller box, which I might actually do with this saw. I might actually do that. I'm very impressed with the comment section. You guys are seriously understanding a lot more than you did 2-3 years ago. I see the level of understanding of what's happening going way up. And I would like to think I had a small part, as well as many other good channels that port. Yeah, you get the channels that are giving bad information. You get them to have good information, and some just don't know, and they'll tell you that. And they're learning too. We all are in this together, guys. Every one of us. We're on the same planet. There is a few smaller channels that which I won't mention names because that'd be rude, wouldn't it? Really can't wait to meet you guys at get-togethers. Bring your saw because you want to argue and fight and be mean to everybody else. I have a drag racer mentality with that. Don't try to shake my hand, just go get your freaking saw. That's all I got to say. You want a piece of old iron horse? You got it. Yeah, I'm old, broke, out of shape. Guess what? As long as I ain't got to run with a saw, I'm okay. I can stand right still and cut with the best of you. I think. We're going to find out anyway. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it real. Okay, I've got the saw richened up to ship it. It is going to be shipped actually about an hour. I'm going to miss it in one way. Another way, I'm glad to see it gone. It's going to be very, very fun, very interesting for everybody involved, including me. I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of you guys at Sawfest. This is going to be great. I'm just a regular guy. Just walk up, shake my hand. Talk to me. I will. I'm just me. That's all I am. And I'm looking forward to running a bunch of your guys' saws. Look, I'm here to try to help. And I like to see what you guys do. I give you a platform to start with if you've never done it before. You'll get where you're, boy, that gas in that smells good. It's VP 110. I always start all of them that way. It's a slower burning gas, a little easier. It might not make the power in some saws that 92, 93 octane quicker burning fuel will make, but boy, it does smell good. Yeah, I know. Get out of there, hurry up. It's smoking up the place. I'll just open the door. Okay, here's what you can expect in the next video. There's some comments that I wanted to answer, and I will. CPI pipes. Builds these expansion chambers like this one right over here on the stove. This one, which it rusted up pretty good. After I ran it, just surface. We've had a lot of rain, but it'll clean up nice. CPI has sent me two to test and try, and I know I'm going to love them. They're fantastic. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to gun blue one of them. I'm going to clean it up real nice and gun blue one. No, not the hot method. I'm just doing the cheating way because I want something cool, but I wanted to to be able to be easy to maintain. So we're going to do that. So thank you, CPI. They're amazing people. They really are. I don't know what more to say about this build other than I still got lots of cleaning, which I can do. I got to say one thing. There ain't nothing wrong with that oil pump. That oil pump on this one is really serious. Sawfest. I haven't been anywhere 2.5 years. This big C thing, you know the deal. I'm really itching to go. I really am. Just maintain a good attitude. For those of you that are competing, it's not whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game. Yeah, right. That's what mamas said to their children that were losers. Get out there, get you some. Win that thing. Do it. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Oh, it's not whether you win or lose. It's how you play the game. Okay, guys. That's about enough for this video. Let me get my work done. Get this in a box. Tomorrow, 046 builds. Not one, but two. One I'll be finishing tomorrow. That'll be Kevin Z's. Got to get that to him quick. He wants to run it before Sawfest. He's gone. And then we have to build the 046 for the raffle. I will show that every step of the way, right from when I pull the cases out of the box. It's completely disassembled. We have good stuff here. And you'll see exactly what you're getting. Everything that's been done or not done. Let's see how that, where that goes. That's how it's going to take a few days, so that'll be a few videos. But Kevin Z's is right up front, easy build. We're going to put crank seals in it, pull the cylinder off, save the original cylinders and piston to ship back to him, and port one of my cylinders, get it running, and away we go. Thank you, guys. Take care.